seemed like you had several different role guys, role players, but guys step up. Dalton, D'Lo off the bench, Max. Did anybody stand out in particular, and how important was that kind of collective effort from those guys?
I thought a lot of guys stood out. The bench with Max and D'Lo were big, and especially back-to-back, coming off the loss we had last night, getting in at 4 a.m. Like, you need everybody. And 7 guys in double figures, 31 assists. Really, I thought our passing, it started with AD. You had 39 here the last time we played. They were sending bodies to him. We tried to get the ball early in his spots to score, and he was picking them apart. He was just a facilitator. And look, I've only coached him 18 games now, and the 19 points or whatever he ended up with, it's not going to jump off the page, but he was a monster tonight, and he does that every night. He does everything that it takes to win every single night.
What was the thinking behind Dalton's kind of putting him back in the starting lineup at this different time? We're more at the 2, and where did you feel like that helped you tonight?
Think sometimes you just gotta look at numbers, and we are in constant communication with our analytics group, and obviously Max is with us during games and on the road, but we recognize that you probably need about 250 minutes to really gain stuff and look at something in terms of lineup data, and we're not there yet with some of these lineups, but we felt like the DK stuff was great, and tonight was trying to figure out a way to get a win, knowing that we were going to be Redding 1 through 5 as the game plan. It just felt like a game that we could get him in there.
JJ, for you, one, how did you feel like, I think when we were here last time, Max had that switch onto Wemby, and it was clip for social media. It was a big play we talked about. How do you feel kind of collectively you guys did when switched on to Wemby?
Yeah, I mean, again, we outside possession that we played zone coming out of a timeout. When they put their bench in at the end of the game, we were in 1 through 5 red the whole game. So that was going to require a lot of physicality and a lot of communication, and I thought our guys executed that to a great level. Beyond that, sometimes when you can get a little spread out and they start ghosting screens, you can get broken down off the dribble. Certainly happened a few times. Certainly we messed up a couple ghost screens and the roller got behind or the slip got behind. But overall, I thought we did a really good job of just containing the basketball and not getting spread out.
You said pregame to a question about kind of dwelling in the past that, that's not you. How pleased were you with your team's ability to flip the page on 3 just for different reasons, pretty emotionally charged losses?
Yeah, I'm very proud of our group. The response was great, and it's funny because it's literally what I talked about with them before the game. It's just you got to let go of the past, you got to let go of the recent past, and you got to get on to the next thing. And like they've done already on several occasions, they've responded.
Armel Traoré scored his first points in his career tonight. What have you seen from him since he arrived in the team?
Armel plays extremely hard. We think he's going to be a really physical defender. He rebounds at an elite level, but what jumps off the page is just how hard he plays. There's a clip that made its way internally through our staff. A number of people that work for the Lakers talked about it. He got, I think, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that in the New Orleans game 10 days ago. He gets a rebound, and we have no advantage. And he is in a full-on sprint to the corner to get to his spot. And I'm sure the tracking data had him at about 18.6 miles per hour, but it's that's how he is all the time. And he's been that way with our South Bay group. And, he's a guy that we're very excited to see develop in our system.
JJ, the last time you made a starting lineup change based off of choice and not injury replacement, you mentioned looking for more balance with Cam in the lineup, but Dalton seems more more offensive-oriented player. But how important is his, I guess you call it decision-making when it comes to just, when he gets the ball, he's just firing ready to shoot as opposed to, to being, deliberate or, catch and go. I mean, catch and pump, just being deliberate in that way.
Yeah, I mean, again, Cam and him are different players. It's not. I know you're not intentionally leading me to an answer here. Cam is not deliberate. Cam is not he doesn't stall out the offense. It's none of those things. I think what Dalton is a threat and a weapon, and that changes the dynamic of our offense.
JJ, I know you saw the Spurs just, a week and a half ago, but just the difference from last year to this year, and I know you didn't see him from a coaching perspective last year, but how different Chris Paul, Harrison Barnes, and Stefan Castle make this group? Just your thoughts here from an outside perspective.
They're a really good team. Coming into this game, having won 6 of their 8, some of those without Wemby. They're, to me, a very organized team, and you can probably point to Chris Paul for helping that. He's a coach on the floor. Harrison's been playing extremely well as of late, and I've been as impressed with Stefan Castle as any rookie in the class so far. He's a player.
And kind of related to that, Victor. I know it's early in year 2, but you notice him doing things already that maybe he wasn't doing even at the end of last year.
Yeah, bombing threes.